WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Riis Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah?
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Steve Stanton.
Let's reminisce. Yeah. Woo. See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed you'll never regret. And you baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back. I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach, playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets? And now we're taking flights from London to Belize, and we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met, let's throw back. I really want back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna go. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. We were making love. on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody.
Yeah, man. Ideas, it's ideas, man.
You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want to be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want to be free. Let's go. Standing my ground, I can't mess around now. It's like my time is in a bottle, captured by your love, yeah. Now I know women's got this thing going on. We can't stay around so long, but I wanna come correct. Baby, get your foot off my neck. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. Understand clearly, that you wanna be free. It's the time that you spend making me think within. It's the trust still beginning. Fade away from beginning of the day. I can see you trembling times, and I can see you wondering mine. Is it me considered? Is you that's with it? See, you don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see, baby, that you wanna be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you wanna be free, yeah. I'm just trying to be the best I can. You can call me the troubling man. Matter of fact, I'm from the side of the street. Baby girl, you're calling on me at the time that I feel your presence around me. Something that I can't let go. It's your time and everything around me there. I just wanna hold on, but you don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. Oh, clear to see that you wanna be free. I just wanna come correct, best I can. Baby, get your foot on my neck. And just before you just leave, baby, I've been trying to tell you I can't breathe. You don't have to find me, baby, I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see, yeah, that you want me free. Damn pressure, baby. I just want pressure, baby.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. That was in was black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm not actually flying solo dolo because I got my man DJ Riis the Ruler rocking with me. But you know, Ruthie Mo, she ranching. She said about when she ranching. It's me, man. Hey, man, that's the Maze Jackson Show. Who did that? I was like, ain't you glad it ain't you? Because I would be talking way much smack. I'd be like, Riis, what you doing? It's all good, though. Because it's me, you know. It's the reason you in VIP. Hey, I can't trip. Hey, yo, so Ruthie Moore is ranching the end of the summer. She getting it all. Like a washcloth where you trying to squeeze all the water out. Ruthie trying to squeeze all the water out of the summertime. So she taking a break. She gonna be on vacation again. I think she might have got in more vacations this summer than me. Right? She going to summer vacation. So Ruthie will not be here today. So I'm flying with my man Riis the Ruler. And you know, I'm getting ready for the show. I figured it out though, Riis. Like I figured out why you got the autopilot. I don't really want to put you on blast, but I really feel like you would go on autopilot just in case you had just in case you got stomach issues. You put the bad boy on autopilot. I'd be like, Riis, where you at? I'm ready to go. Next song come on. Riis, I'm ready. Ruthie ain't gonna be here.
I'm used to the routine. You know what I'm saying?
But your body, I know I can't even front. Because you know my body got a routine too.
Hey, but look, when I did leave, I always put the phone on. So I saw you jamming. So I was, you don't have to find me.
Right, that's because I was like, Riis. And I couldn't find you. So then I said, you know what though? I said, this going to make for a good little intro. Because, you know, Riis, y'all saw when Riis come back in because I had your camera off. And then when I turned on, you know, you come back in. I can always tell when because you be, you know, you got your forehead. You know, you got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you've relieved. You know, not relieved, but whatever. But you know.
I really just ran to my car. That was it.
No, that was a long time to the car. Man, Joe. I hope my cousin wasn't in your car.
Nah. I just ran to my car to get my book back. I was looking for something first.
Oh, but you know what? I forgot you park in the lot.
Yeah, I park.
You park in the lot. Yeah, so you don't park in the short. You don't take the short. You take the long way around.
I done came out one time and there was a boot on my car. So anything possible. So you know what I'm saying.
Hey, this is a boot block.
Man, this a boot.
This
area.
is a straight up boot. It may be a boot area because I'm gonna tell you. I feel like there's two things I think happen. One, I think sometimes I be coming in here and there be stolen cars on the block and they done dropped it off and somebody picking it up or something. But the other thing is, I notice like when it's the boot wave, it be all down State Street and all down Walbert. You know when it's going down, boy, because they hit the whole.
And I got a boot in this area like 2 blocks that way on 31st.
Riis, this boot thing is something you're familiar with, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I told you. I know you're going to laugh at me, right? But I did. You know I used to manufacture boots and sell them to the city of Chicago.
You're not that guy, man.
Hey, man. And the parking meters. They stole my business, man. Hey, but anyway, so I was waiting for Riis to get here. And then, I should have told, you know what? Is she up? I should have had Toy come co-host since we knew.
Yeah, he saw her say good morning.
I saw she up early. First of all, I didn't even think y'all millennials got up this early.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even think y'all got up this early like y'all had. Well, you know what? If you're catching a Spirit flight, though, you might have to get up at like 3 a.m. But anyway, so I'm looking at the comments, right? And I see, as I'm getting ready to, I'd have been calling Riis to come on, let's get started. But then I realized he wasn't here. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just rock with the autopilot. Then I look up in the comments, because, we get started and we rocking out to my man, Loch Ness. Then the next thing I know, I see Ness, I see Riis saying, hey, make me one. And I'm saying to myself now, this why you don't tell nobody about your stove.
I thought he was like the one.
No, dog, no. See how y'all do. See, this what y'all do. Y'all come in there. But this what you see. But you holler at me first. You can't be making overtures like, you know what I'm saying. You see, y'all going out of order. No protocol, y'all youngins.
Oh, it's the mid now.
See
you
that?
know what? We are the generation of skipping over the middleman.
I got you. I hear you. But I'm not.
Oh, that's the plug. Okay.
Oh, that's the plug. Right. That's okay. But it's like we got this thing. Hopefully when you do it right though, then so Ness supposed to say, hey, yeah, man, I can. But did you holler at? Right?
Send me that so I can say, yeah, man, he said that.
Hey, man, right. See, that's what I'm saying though. So and that's all I'm saying. Riis people, like if you turn around, I went to a couple times I worked Riis show. Riis got his own. No, play this. And then play it longer. I'll be like, what? This ain't even in the approved list. Riis got his own program going on. Hey, what you trying to say? Where's that on the paper? It's not on the paper.
As y'all can see, I got a 4-page letter like a Leah every morning.
Hey, Joe. hey, cuz.
And I only ask for like, hey, play this song this long. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make the show.
But that's preparation, right? Now I don't know if I use it. Right, especially, see, you ruined the joke though, Riis. Cause really, it was supposed to be, Riis in the bathroom. If I could have turned on the mics, I would have came back there and be like, Riis is in the bathroom, else we would be starting the show right now. I would have been clowning you. But all I'm saying is, man, Riis, we know Ness fire. You got all these millennial rappers that be, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna shoot you dead. I killed 75 people. I'm the murder capital king of the world. I'm all in the bathroom. Right. I got 100 guns underneath my bed. Can't even get on it because I might shoot myself. But you want to, but that message, see the message in the music, you see how it make you feel something?
I just been looking, so, I thought, hey, man, let me reach out to Locke. He always be, like, messaging me. So, I was like,
see, Ness?
Yeah, we be.
Y'all be messaging now, huh?
We just
All right, see, this
is
how it worked for me, Riis. See, everybody come to the land, come get the plug. They be like, ooh, give me write some addresses down. Let me get a few phone numbers. Then they get bigger than the world. Then they want to go do their own thing. Instead of building,
plugs reach out to you first.
You supposed to say, hey, man, I can't even mess with you till I holler at dude. Right? Like, man, because one day it be like, man, then y'all be wondering when I come in with attitude, because I look up, I be like,
So wait a minute, y'all just had a whole little party, and then y'all ain't even invite me to the party.
Oh, we gonna invite you.
Y'all ain't say, you know what? We in this universe. Let's make sure dude eat a little something, right? We finna build this collabo, and you know what? We wouldn't have even been in the space, right?
Right.
We wouldn't even been in the space. We wouldn't even know each other. Let me just make sure we take dude to dinner. Let me just make sure. See, it's like, this the problem. We don't got no protocol. And because we don't have no protocol, everybody eat everybody lunch, and we can't never stack.
I feel you on that, but I just really think that, especially like the music, it taught us to really just skip over the middle. You know,
I know, and then but here's the thing. But the thing be like where the middleman be, right?
Right.
Right? Like it depends on how the middleman react. Because if the middleman is a funny acting brother, you know who people have been known to call me funny acting, right? Because I do believe in a protocol, right? I don't go around my peoples. I just don't. I be like, hey Joe, let me just let you know I'm talking to dude. Now I'm not. This isn't for this because I'm really just giving you a hard time.
Oh yeah, I got you.
But I do believe in order. I believe in man. If you connected me, y'all could grow all the way to the world, but don't act like we ain't never, that the connect didn't come through so at least make sure if y'all make a hit song,
all right, so we got
that I got tickets in the front row, right?
We got to cancel that video, Ness, that we was going to do.
Yeah, Ness, cancel the video. Right. You can't be having a video this weekend, no way, because I obviously wasn't going to be in it because I got plans. See, they gonna have a video. Look, we gonna turn on. It's gonna be an intro. Ness and Riis doing the Maze Jackson show intro.
My intro for 2 years. We're gonna cancel that video now.
Lord have mercy. What the millennials? You know what? I think this is our problem though. I think really this is our problem, and I think the millennials probably like, yo, we gonna skip over because y'all been waiting and they ain't passed. So since y'all been watching us starve, so we finna jump.
You know what? We really different though. I know, like for me, if I introduce you to the plug, then it's like, you know.
I didn't introduce you.
Huh?
See the way. So let me tell you.
No, I'm not saying that you did. I'm just saying that when you said like millenniums and that protocol, it's not really protocol. It's like, you know, if I introduce you to the plug, you know what I'm saying? You ain't. There's a introduce you to the plug. And, you know, like, you don't have to come back to me no more. Because if I wanted to be in the middle, I would never introduce you to the plug. I'd be like, call the plug. You know what I'm saying?
And
Something like that.
And I think like this. And I think, like, if we going to have an ecosystem,
right,
then everybody got to eat, right? And it's like, I connect you with the plug with the expectation that if something comes fruitful of this, you got to come holler at me, right? Like, you got to say, you can't be like, hey, Joe, because you know what? I would come and see you.
Yeah, you want no special generation. Like, you in the same generation. Like, you good, then you like, you in that one where y'all don't tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, this generation, they trick. So when they get in the jam, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, it's a code. You know how, like, y'all the vibe by code. It's no code. Yeah. I'm still on the no tricking code, but on this, that's a pretty interesting thought that you just said, though.
No, I'm saying, like, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, even if I was like, and we were just talking about Toy, right? Like, if I was to ask Toy to be the co-host during the morning, I wouldn't just, no, I would. No, but I would say, hey, Riis, are you cool with that? Right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, just out of respect for the whole universe. Right, cause I would show hate. You know what you hate to be like. She caught you. She come in and then next thing you be like, I can't make it on Wednesday, Riis, cause I gotta be up Thursday morning. Right?
That's a little bit of deference in there. That's a little bit.
But no, she might say, but in the world, she might say, you know what? I could do these 300 views every day instead of right. See what I'm saying though?
Next time, tell me to duck when you shots fired. I mean, no, I got to duck.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But that's exactly, Toy, as I would expect you to do. Right? That's all I'm saying. It's like, I just think that for us to all get it, and it's like, it ain't like, I think people always think you want something. I think it's just cool to be like, man, Joe, we plugged. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the connect. I'm still be like, hey, Joe, if y'all make a hit record, I want some tickets, and I don't want to be having to call you to ask. I want you to say, hey, Joe, we made a hit record. Man, if I wouldn't have been sitting in that chair, if I wouldn't have been blah, 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 I ain't say give me 10%. Now, in the old days, we would have probably been like, let me get about 20 up out you, right? No,
it's pretty interesting. I can just see like the stuff that you say. I can see when you tell our generation stuff. I'm like this, but somebody will look at you crazy, like what?
But
like,
see,
yeah, you introduced me, but I made this. Just saying, I really do understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying this is really. Like I guarantee you, that's something that like somebody would tell and be like.
But if you put $100,000 with the plug, then the plug's supposed to call me, not you, right? Like you, now I'm looking at the plug because now you done became the plug for the plug.
And the plug didn't hit you up.
And the plug did hit me up. Hey Joe, man, cuz just hit me. And let's go to the cut or something. Now you can't wear one of them FU shirts when you come, right? But you know what I'm saying? And it's like I do think like. That I'm gonna tell you, Riis, I think that's probably where I get caught up a lot, is because I be waiting and I have this expectation that that's gonna happen, and when it don't, I get bothered by it. As compared to sitting here listening, like I'm glad we had this conversation, because even though I'm literally issue in our relationship, that's not over a song like that. Not to say either one of those things. That's not where I place my value, because I always want to see people do. Like I say, I just want to be part of your success. But that, yeah, dog, y'all got to get some rules, man.
Yeah.
That's why it ain't no ecosystem. The ecosystem, the universe, then Wally come up and be like, oh, it's a hole in the bucket. I'm right here.
I understand. I got you.
Riis like, man, can we move on?
Oh no. Like I said, it's a very interesting point. Like I really, you know what I'm saying? That's a. Yeah, I mean, but I appreciate Todd with like calling me, but only like.
But even though you say I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like even if you said like, yo, I don't care, right? There's some part of you, at least for me in the world, where it's like my people are my people, and it's like ain't nobody gonna come in because he got more just because I got 5 times. Never mind, no, we let that be. No more shots. I'm done.
It's okay.
I'm just like, Riis said one day, I'm going to be huge. I'm going to be large. Oh, dang. And I tried to do it, but I couldn't do it on my phone.
One day I'm going to be a guest on the Maze Jackson show, and I'm going to be sitting across. I'm like, you remember I used to be up in there?
Yeah, man, right. You're going to be like, I got one of these stars.
And I don't want to have to call to get on here when I blow up. I want you to call me.
I would feel like, I
got to call you still.
No, I feel like the day you blow up, I feel like the first interview, you want to sit down and you be like, hey, Joe, before I go do Entertainment Tonight, before I go do blah, 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 I'm finna sit right here at WIIFTBP Media with our little 200 viewers and be cool and say what's up and be like, I had right? And guess what I'm gonna say? Riis, just give me some tickets. Riis, just give me some tickets. I don't really need anything from you. And I don't say that in a bad way.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just nice to know that people appreciate the relationships, because the whole point of this is to cross-pollinate, for people to have a voice to be able to find their niche and get out. All right, man. See how all that from just a little post, just from this, make me an intro. And then we just had a whole half-hour segment. That's crazy, right? All right, well, let's do this, because we on the ground. Ruthie is not going to be here today. Todd I don't even know if Todd come on Mondays now, right? He didn't come on Monday. It wasn't no holiday or nothing. And then what's crazy is, he came to play basketball the day before. He came to play that and then said, I'll see you tomorrow. I seen him Saturday at the party. Hey,
maybe
you ever seen Todd at a party?
No. So he probably like the life of the party. He ain't the life of the party.
Hey, I told you, the best part is when you ever seen somebody, I saw Todd at the party and he had he had the belt, he had his fly clothes on. Because I was checking to see if his belt matched his shoes, and it did, right? But then he had the belt. You know how when your loop be too long?
Yeah.
And so it got to go to the second loop?
Yeah.
That's Todd at the party. And I was like, Todd. But when he come to play basketball, Todd be acting like he's serious.
Oh, yeah.
He got his gear on. He be pounding the ball all hard when he come.
Yeah, he be out there, though.
He do get out there. And then, so I don't know when Todd, maybe now Todd's a monthly appearance. We come on monthly. Hey, Reese, let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Let's get this thing up, and away. And then we're going to take a quick break. You can get you some news, traffic, and weather. And then we'll be back with some headlines as well as the social media question of the day. Hey, I'm going to put this out here because I want y'all to think about it. I want y'all to tell us address. We're going to open up the phone lines in a minute. Where is there a good corner store? Where is there a good corner store? And I'm just going to ask this because I don't know if y'all saw that the Arab and Asian Association is complaining about the shutdown of corner stores. So that's going to be a conversation we're going to get into. But we got to get some headlines. Plus, Reese got some traffic news and weather. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up! So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talking about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. A partner to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you would not know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why you make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I'd give it to me. I think it's cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. If I said I didn't love you, you would not know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why you make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Easy, you make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? Happy Friday. The time is now 6:39 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your traffic and weather report. On the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 29 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 34. On the Eden from Deerfield to the Exchange is 30 minutes. Back out to Deerfield will be 34. The Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop is 39 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 31. The Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 34 minutes. Outbound will be 39. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 40 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop and 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive south from 55th to Jackson as well as Jackson to 55th is 7 minutes. And north from Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph is 8 minutes. Today's weather, it is currently 66 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 88 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now back to the baddest morning show in the land, The Maze Jackson Show.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in it for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now of the politicians. We need money. No sleep. Explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something. We gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host on the plane. And ain't the soul plane. She up and away. But I got my man, Riis the Ruler. Riis, we ain't seen Todd in about... what Todd been? Was he here 2 weeks ago? No, because we had... So he was here 3 weeks ago because last Monday was a holiday. Then this Monday, he ain't show up. Then
he could be doing his Ruthie and getting all of his summer out.
He getting his summer out. Yeah, remember he took off and we saw him people were shooting us pictures of him at the game. It was like, here's Todd. Like, it was like, where's Waldo? There's Todd.
Man, so I can't even go to outside. But that's what they said, though. Like, you ever, been out and you fake sick at work and somebody then, like, I used to know people that'd be like, hey, he called out sick, and then they'll post, a video of them, on vacation or something, and there's always that one employee that'd be like, that tail and stuff like that. Like, you can't go outside. If you gonna miss the morning show, Todd, then you gotta just be MIA, okay?
You gotta go to the Cleveland Indians game. Yeah, you can't be going to the White Sox. Because people will tell on you.
Man,
they be like, "What's that?" And why you ain't there? They'll be Maze fired. That's why I was so glad Ruthie said before she left, "I'm not fired. I'm not mad. I'm just taking a break." Because people will be like, "Maze did. Maze said." Hey Riis, I heard y'all had some adventures yesterday.
Man. Upside down. I needed just the different emoji hats just to put on. just to put on.
Do the people help? People, are they nice or are they ruthless? How was it?
You know what? It wasn't
that bad.
It wasn't. It was.
That's because you had people with you though.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't my van. Right. So like,
right. So it's like
so,
you could be mad.
It was like, I was more like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It only had 27,000 miles and the train's gone.
Hey man.
I was like, but it just made a 2-hour job like 4.5 hours. It was.
Dang, Riis, if I know you though.
Hey.
If I know Riis, you was like
with the car to the top. You said he gonna come in 8 hours.
I'll be right here. Is that I'm still on the clock? I'll be right. Post.
Do he want something too? I'm trying to tell you, I'll be right there.
Oh God! All right, y'all. Let me say what's up to everybody. First of all, let me say what's up to the YouTube audience. Shout out to YouTube who has decided that they're going to whoop on Facebook. Yep, Riis. They've decided that they're going to beat Facebook, and I think they've been achieving it the last couple days. So I want to say what's up to everybody on YouTube. I want to say what's up to everybody on Facebook. Now, you can't forget the people on Twitter and Twitch, because yesterday somebody from Twitter hit me up. And then I actually got a WHW tweet. I was like, what is this? In my inbox. What is this? I was like, what?
The sensation that's sweeping the nation, man.
The sensation that's sweeping the nation. Okay, I got you. Shout out to WBGX, our radio family, as well as on 1570 AM, as well as everybody that tunes into us on the TuneIn app. Shout out to Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, Facebook, and YouTube Live. Shout out to the main one. Shout out to Bev D. Shout out to Linnell Cooper, Sheila Aiken. Who else? With a C. What? See, man, y'all be sneaky on YouTube. YouTube, I think they be over there on YouTube spying.
It's about 8 felons over there.
8
9
felons?
assassins. Somebody running from the law. When I tell you, he reporting my crime on that. Highways, I'm trying to tell you. And YouTube,
right?
They so like,
yeah, they stealth.
You put them comments over there yesterday. They was like, oh no.
No, all right, let's get. Why? Look, I tried to merge the Facebook and YouTube comments. YouTube was like, we do not want the bougie Negroes, and they was like, we take them, and they talk too much.
Yeah, right.
They was like, y'all. They was like, they taking up our screen with all they talking comments. Take it off.
Yeah, on YouTube, it's not even a stroll down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just say good morning, and that's it.
They be like, good morning. Mm-hmm.
And then they get one comment in every 30 minutes. That they so like,
the YouTube people be over there. They be plotting. I feel like when we meet, we need to have a Facebook group meetup and a YouTube group meetup. YouTube gonna be bigger than Facebook. Like YouTube be the spies too. They be like, what did he say? Right? He'd be like, yeah. Because, on Facebook, you got to expose yourself.
Right.
That's why what your name is be between everything. What your name is be on, she be everywhere. She be like, I had to come over here to say something, but I'm going back over to YouTube.
You got to be on Twitch to high right now. It's 4 people right now on Twitch. They really,
they hiding for real. They'll never find us here. They'll never find us here. All right, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. Riis, let me run through a couple of these headlines. Did you see the Southern Illinois COVID surge? You went to Southern, I'll get all the directional schools confused. Y'all went to Northeast South Illinois University?
Yeah.
We just put them all in there.
Which one, though? Which Southern?
Right. Well, Northeast Southern, Carbon, Eastdale, Carbondale, Edwardsville. Yeah, so y'all got, what is it? NESS. Y'all got 2 Southerns. I get all confused. Just keep it simple. U of I.
U of I Chicago?
We don't count that. We don't. I'm just telling you. It'd be funny when people say, U of I graduated from U of I. Then they put the C on. U of I be like, no, dog. You even have a whole different, the Flames. Not the Illini.
Like your little brother, though.
There could be, let me tell you, Riis. When I went to college, I got a 4-year academic scholarship to University of Illinois, and you could choose between U of I and UIC. You know how many people chose UIC?
Yeah, I'm probably a lot just afraid to leave that,
Oh, no, not that many. If you had the choice between, like when you went to U of I's campus and then you went to UIC's campus, the only reason you went to UIC if you had the choice was because you wanted to stay close. But if you was just like, I'm about to be college free, you was like, wait a minute. Man, Charlie.
Yeah, U of I is a beautiful campus.
Yes.
Beautiful campus.
I know. Yeah, we could. Y'all. We should buy y'all.
I mean, we were only fitting y'all lunchroom.
Yeah, right. Y'all whole campus is like, yeah.
Like it's like
we got like 17 quads.
Nah, we got
one. You got a quad.
We got 2.
Right, the big quad and the little quad. How many buildings?
Quad and top. Oof.
About 10 buildings.
We was small. We was real small.
I know,
but
man.
It was cool. I like that though.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I like that.
We used to go to Eastern, and I'll be like, what are we doing here?
Partying.
Well, that's funny because that's what they used to be like. They used to always get me with that. Man, we going to Eastern because they got a party.
School,
everybody going. It's a party school. We be like, where? Man. Like where? Like, Joe, where are y'all partying? What is this big party that if the Sigmas from U of I came to Eastern?
I really do think my generation, the Sigmas from Eastern, threw the best parties.
Of course.
You know.
We did. I mean, even back then they did. But we still was like, y'all, like.
Just small.
This, like, we had basement parties. After the real party. Y'all party was our basement party. But it's okay, Riis. We way off the place. Let me get to the rest of these headlines. All right, did you see no beds? Oh, so we were talking about no beds in Southern Illinois because they don't get the vaccine, apparently. And so they are now saying that they are picking, you get a bed based on whether they think you're going to live or not. Who gets that job?
I guess it's some man in the back named God.
No. Well, but guess who gets to play God? Somebody gets to play God. Man, could you imagine if they be like, you don't get no bed? Imagine that. You don't get no bed. What does your family say? He's gonna die? Yeah, that's crazy. All right. I want to also point out that you all need to start paying attention to this. Look at the shift in the focus of the stories in the paper and in the news. What you are going to start seeing is instead of the narrative is going to start coming from through the eyes of the Latinos. Pay attention. Just pay attention because I was reading the paper and almost every story came from the eyesight through the perspective of the Latino community as they assume our spot. Did you see the last Sears closing? That's kind of crazy, man, because Sears was like a staple. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. There was a time when the Sears catalog came in the mail. Lord have mercy, I used to be circling stuff. It was crazy. And to think that there will be no Sears Roebucks in the state of Illinois, even after we gave them all of that money just a few years ago to stay alive. But I want to talk about what schools, what stores are gone from your childhood. Not even what stores are gone, but what things from your childhood are no longer here. Speaking of that, did you see that they just passed a law? Illinois is now a right-to-play state, i.e., the governor signed a law mandating that every child K through 5 get 30 minutes. Like, 30 minutes on the playground. At the playground, that's where I met this kid.
That's all kids want anyway.
Hey, man, can I tell you, though? I didn't realize, my son didn't have recess for some years. It's crazy to me. I could not have imagined going through school without recess. Man, I remember hating going to 8th grade, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, because we didn't have recess.
But you had gym?
Yeah, we had gym every day.
Oh, well, then don't even on Sundays. On Saturdays. We never had recess in my school, ever.
Riis, I couldn't imagine. Recess, recess is what helped you get through the rest of the day. After you had lunchroom and then you could go out on the recess and then everybody had their thing they did for recess. We're going to talk about that because I just think that recess crazy to me that you saying you ain't have. We had gym and recess. Why you tripping? We had gym 2 days a week, but we had recess every day. Then we had gym every day. In middle school, we had gym every day. And in high school, we had gym every day. Right? But Man, I used to hate when you got the early gym class too. Because if you had the early gym class, you was jacked for the rest of the day. And there used to be a fight for lotion. Especially in a white school. Man, whew, don't let your lockers be by the white. My lockers are always by the white people, by the Janikowskis. Didn't nobody had no lotion. Ugh. Anyway, we're going to talk about that because I can't believe that. I think play is very important. And I think that with the fear of everybody letting their children go out and play so much, it's no wonder these kids be acting crazy. If that's them kids, because I still got questions. Also, did you see the state mandate? Oh, I said that. State mandates 3 hours of play. All right, y'all, those are the headlines that I'm going to talk about today. Hey, but how about this one, Riis? Did you see that the Asian and Arab Association of gas station and small store owners are upset with the city? They say they're being discriminated against. AKA the corner store and gas station operators are saying that they are being discriminated in the city. Their stores are being shut down for minor violations as compared to being fined. Now, Riis, they said that it's racial and they say that give us a fine, but don't shut down the store. I was going to ask you, am I unnecessarily hard on the corner stores? Are there good corner stores in the black neighborhoods?
What do you define good, though? Like, I think in everybody's neighborhood, everybody is really comfortable with their corner store guy. I've never been to a corner store and they're not doing anything illegal in there. I didn't sold my link in there. I didn't bought socks, shoes. I didn't bought a lot of stuff with my link card inside the corner store. I didn't see them sell squares. They weren't supposed to. So like, a corner store is really just a corner store. It's like whatever your neighborhood is, you know.
So you think so tell me where there's a good one. Like, so here's me.
What are you looking for?
Okay, so Riis, this is why I appreciate you, man. This is exactly why I appreciate you. You know what? You know what's so dope about why I like having you, Riis? Because you ain't the Ungawa Black Power. Like, you got a real practical sense about. Like, I feel like I always talk about we be preaching to the choir, and so you got all of these pro-black people who are like holier than thou on the black space. Now they'll cut you up, they'll undermine you, do the whole thing. But I feel like we always get the perspective of the shut it. You know what I'm saying? The super conscious black folks. And I say that the people we need to be talking to are the people who aren't the people that would normally be listening to this show. And so, Riis, I look at the corner store and then I look at what we had Night and Day growing up. And Night and Day was our version of the corner store, which was it was the independent version of White Hen Pantry. That's what I think of when I think of a corner store. Like a White Hen, something like that, where they don't have White Hens anymore. Like a 7-Eleven, a convenience store, right? And I feel like in white neighborhoods, they don't necessarily have corner stores like that. I feel like they have more of a branded something. And because our neighborhoods are perceived as high crime, like when you go to the retail store, and you say, bring me a this, they be like, man, you can't get, that's why you get churches, not KFC, for instance, right? And I feel like the corner store is the hub of illicit activity in most neighborhoods that aren't economically sound. You say, what am I looking for in a corner store? I'm looking to walk into the store without being approached, without having to walk through loud, without having to walk through a drug transaction. Yes, the other day, check this out. I went to the Shell because they had shut down the Amoco on Western. As I was walking in, there was a truck parked, and there was literally a woman putting a crack rock in the pipe and smoking it outside of the corner store. want to see that. I don't want to turn the corner. And even though they don't necessarily mean me no harm, I don't necessarily want to turn the corner and be like loud, blah. Like, nah, dog, I don't want nothing. And I feel like I don't want none of that.
So you did ask what's a good corner store in the hood, right? Mm-hmm. You just described a typical hood corner store that you don't want. What you described is like not what my generation for sure. I know like for me would describe, like to me, a corner store is like probably like a little small storefront that you walk in and it's probably an hour and a half that they done made 3 that you got to turn sideways to go down. You may see somebody out there selling loose squares. You know, I got to go.
Which they supply.
Before here, you know what I'm saying? Like before I go in and out, you know, man, do you got change? You know what I'm saying? Like that's my idea of a corner store. Like me going to like the Shell and stuff, it's like a gas station, you know,
but these are gas stations and corner stores. I'm saying like even if you go to a gas station though in the hood,
right, like some like I remember like on North Avenue in like Laramie, like a big McDonald's gas station is also like a store where everybody like go to, but it's attached to, so it's like a convenience store, a gas station, McDonald's, and that's still like a little hood, but. That's my idea. Like I've never seen like I don't know. It's like weird. Like when I think of corner stores, I really think of a storefront, real small, where they got their little hot flamers selling. They probably don't have no food license, but they can still put some meat on your chips. You know, like when I think of like going into a 7, like I think of them.
Is this a good? Do you think of it as a good thing or a bad thing?
You know what? The area for sure, like what's going on is bad, but I guess I said like used to it. Like that's my idea of like a corner store though.
But what other store options do you have?
Like you said, I could probably go to like a gas station.
Tell me where there's a good gas station in the hood. Are there good gas stations in the hood that you've been to? Think about the gas station. So look, let's take a moment. We're gonna take a quick break because the Arab and this most places go, the retail adds to the community. It doesn't take away from. And they're saying that they're discriminating against these Arab and Asian corner stores, but I want to know, I feel like they are preying upon anyway, we'll talk about it more when we come back. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Where is a good corner store or a good gas station in the hood? Tell me. Give us a call. 872-259-7474. We're going to talk about it. 872-259-7474. And I want to talk to you about this interesting connection I've seen between, I don't know if y'all saw this family feud that has interesting connections to violence or anti-violence in Chicago. We're going to talk about that a little bit too. It's the Mace Jackson Show.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
This is Darlena Burnett, the author of best-selling book, Living History, inviting you to join me Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, located 326 North Racine, for a book signing and discussion with author, me, Darlena Burnett. Remember, Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, 326 North Racine. Hope to see you there.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 7:03 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. The Chicago Cubs and Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. Cubs up 7 early in the third, but Philly will come back and smack them as they will beat the Cubs 17-8. Jeez. The Chicago White Sox at home taking on the Angels. Angels pitchers Alex Cobb will go 5 scoreless innings as they will beat the Sox 9-3. Now over the traffic. On the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 41 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 37. On the Eaton, Deerfield to the Exchange is up to 39 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 37. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 48 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 33. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 41 minutes. Outbound will be 35. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 47 minutes, 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 20 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is still 7 minutes, 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson to 55th, and 8 minutes north. Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 67 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 88 with a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Friday, y'all. It's Dante. What About My Love? Maze Jackson Show.
What about my love? Seems you have forgotten love. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love. But you got my love. Now you wanna put me down. But you got my love. Got me standing on shaky ground. What about it, baby? What about the days and the nights we spent? What about the love we made so sweet? Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, baby. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. But you got my love. You don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky treat your man. When I gave all that I never had, you got me going through changes of life with you. Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, babe. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Oh, but you got my love. You don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. You don't come around. Now that you got all my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Really wish you would change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Now that you got my love, you don't come around. Now that you got all my love, yeah, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, Lord have mercy. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I know it can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaking. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. You got me standing on shaky ground. Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby, yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'll do better if you change your mind.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show. Single. If you don't like, you can still tell him Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I got my man DJ Riis, the ruler, Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. He got his smiley face, happy hat on.
I'll be back right Wednesday.
You be back right Wednesday?
Back right Wednesday.
Okay. Oh, you couldn't get an appointment.
You know that you got to book your appointments now. You know.
No, you don't.
Well, you know.
Reese, I just called my barber. I say I'm on my way. He be like, "Hey man, I got 3 ahead of you." I say, "Wait, all right, I work union." Then people be like, man, I've been going there for 20-some years though, right? And he be like, "You bringing the boy or not?" I'd be like, "Yeah," but the boy be like, "Damn, I don't want to go."
Kids don't never want to get their haircut.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Hey, Martha. But let me back up before I talk to Martha real quick. I just need to let the Facebook audience know that YouTube is now mollywopping you. They are now at 136 as you 100. Shout out to YouTube. YouTube people said we're going to put the show on our backs and we're going to take it there. Meanwhile, at the Facebook world, they cutting up. They came back. Everybody's back. We had a little Dante. Martha Reed is on Facebook cutting up, talking about Dante. I believe Dante bought the rights to do the remake of that though. So don't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's an honor to the late great Johnny Taylor. Not the late great, but Johnny Taylor. So don't be mad. Corner stores. Oh man, and then somebody. Okay, y'all. I'm telling y'all again one more time. People be sending me these articles. So you remember yesterday how I was talking to y'all about how we keep getting shortchanged? Like now they trying to, remember how I said the owner of the Chicago Sky is trying to position a black billionaire as our piece of the sports betting business? I just got to say, John Rogers is not enough. Making some other white guy a billionaire again, a black guy that's already a billionaire, rich, because that's who y'all comfortable with, that's not rocking. We not rocking with that. I'm just telling you. This game, they remember I told you the white boys made $45 million in one day, 10 people for the Super Bowl? Now they trying to, now 3 more rich white guys want to get clubs in the Sky. 3 more rich white guys, and the cut for them getting in on it after they already to give black guys money. When we got black people that do sports betting, sports gambling, but y'all don't want to make a way. And I read this story in the paper today. Don't Look, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all gonna be mad because I'm talking about gambling every single day. Until John Rogers need to come here and explain to us how he is going to benefit us, him getting a sports betting license and nobody else helps us. I'm tired of sitting around while everybody just be... Riis, I think we getting it again. Is it my cord? Is it because I'm moving around? They're saying it's choppy. It could be my cord because I do hear it sometimes. Give us a reset real quick. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Riis, you heard me? Yeah, give me one. So I'm gonna. It's crazy to me. The thought that we're gonna give up this game. They're about to pass another multi-billion-dollar industry, and then give us 2% of something that we could have 100% of. I ain't going. All right, now I want to go back to my story. Corner stores. Speaking of corner stores, also, did you notice that in the corner store space, they got the sweepstakes machines, Riis? Have you been to any corner stores and seen sweepstakes machines?
No, not in my neighborhood.
That's because y'all probably be swiping them. They probably be the Riis. Well, no. They got slots in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
They got slots in your neighborhood, but in the city, all the corner stores.
No, like I'm talking about like in the city. Like I'm talking about that. Like
Riis, that's the space for you, man.
But nah, you don't put nothing in no hood.
Yes, you do. Riis said, All right, y'all. Here's the Maze Jackson Show. Good corner stores. So the Arab and Asian Association of Store Owners, like, they're complaining. They're saying that the city is being racial. They're being discriminated against as minorities. Check that out. They're being discriminated against as minorities because their stores are being shut down. Riis, let me ask you. Where is there a good corner store in a black neighborhood? Or do we accept less than? Do we expect, not just expect less than? And the reason I ask that is because you like, hey man, what you described is at every corner store. It's not like that when you cross, when I go to Chicago. Well, I be clear. Let's say Easter Ashland.
Exactly where it's migrating at. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but they have corner stores.
Like, I want to go to an actual corner store. Like, a gas station, like an actual corner store where it's just like a building and you like go in there and it got like, look like tissue stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like an actual corner store. Yeah, man. Like, I never been to. I mean, my usual encounters is always something begging for. And I get weed. I can get my weed out front before I go in.
Is the corner store safe? Is the neighborhood corner store safe?
I believe that people in their neighborhood feel safe. I'm not saying that area is safe, but I believe if you live in that neighborhood and you've been going there for 10, 12, 20 years, like, it's just the corner store to you. You probably didn't build a relationship with the man there and everything. So I believe it's safe, but I believe it's somebody that may get out the car and go to your corner store and be like, oh, whoa, I guess how you always like used to your crackheads and your, you know what I'm saying? Like you used to saying old Eddie.
No.
Oh, well, I'm used to saying old Eddie
Riis,
running the street. You know what I'm saying? Stuff and stuff like that. So oh no, I'm doing the same thing too.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Same thing too.
All right, you staying on top. Thanks, Riis. You know what, Riis? See, that's why you can't compliment because I know already. I know. But Riis, is there like I'm listening to you and I'm saying if that was in my neighborhood, either I'm moving or I'm gonna be community active. Like I can't think when I lived in Ashburn, we had a white hen that when white hen got sold, it turned into a corner store and it immediately went bad. Like they took over, like it was right on 83rd and Kedzie. There was a white hen that was literally the neighborhood corner store. Like you could go in there, you could get blunts, you could get everything that you needed. Like for my cousin, not me. You could get chips, pop. They had coolers in the back. It was always mopped. The floors was clean. and you could go in. There was never anybody hanging outside. And then it went from a white hen to a
food and liquor.
Right. Right. The sign, it went to food and liquor. Then all of a sudden, it was signs in the window of malt liquor. Yeah. And it brought, and they put up the plexiglass. Mind you, this store never had plexiglass or nothing. Then, all of a sudden, I remember when they sold it, because they stopped selling peach raspberry iced tea. The all the name brand stuff went from, we started getting knee high instead of Coke. We started, like, the pop machine dispenser changed. It started being malt liquor ads in the window. Then all of a sudden the glass started popping up, and then all of that stuff you started talking about. Then people started standing outside asking for change. Right? It was a place where every morning, all of this, because it was where police, like all city workers. So every morning, everybody would be low. It was like you went in there, you had a conversation, you ran into the cop, you ran into the fireman, you might run into the alderman. And then they came. And it corner. At 83rd and Kedzie used to be a place where people would, it started on a slippery slope down.
So who owned the YN?
Some white corporation.
Some white corporation. So some white corporation probably was not allowed. Have you ever noticed when they be having them stores, they actually be scared of them? You know what I'm saying? Like A-Rap, come on, hey man, keep like, man, I'll beat you, I'll do this. And they really be scared of them and they don't say nothing.
Who?
When the A-Rap, they be scared of the black people that's standing outside in front of the store that's doing this, because all you have to do is say something. Like it is stores, like it is, I could tell you a convenience store, the area probably ain't good, but the convenience, the convenience store isn't all that great, but it's a safe one. It's a safe one. But most people don't say nothing to them. You know what I'm saying, man? I done seen people, I didn't want into like a convenience store, and people is, how it's that first glass, like a little small box, and then you walk into that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen people selling drugs in there,
That's my point, though. And they stay behind the glass and let anything happen.
Never say nothing.
I told you remember when I told you about the dude who stole the 20 when I was at the Pizza Hut with the stick? He told me come to the gas station. He said he had 2 chicks in the bathroom if I wanted a white one or a Puerto Rican one. He said he had everything except fentanyl. That was his gas station.
Sound like my usual corner stuff.
No, Riis. So tell me, why should we fight to protect these stores? Are they necessary? Do they bring? Are they necessary in our neighborhoods?
Of course, not just like a regular store. Of course not. It's not necessary. Because it definitely brings bad traffic. Because they can't contain what's going on in front of it. And I'm sure if folks would call in, I'm sure it's so many people listening to this and they can tell you that they're a local convenience store and they have stories. And they say, I'm used to this at my convenience store. I'm used to this at my convenience store.
I feel I don't want to be bogus and be like, let's open up the phone lines. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I'm going to post the number. Give us a call. Tell us about your corner store. You got a good corner store? 872-259-7474. Because the Arab and Asian corner store owners are saying that they're being discriminated against as a minority. And my thing is, and they will tell us that neighborhood, you should be told that we have it. And Riis, I would say that. Tell me a good gas station in the hood. Point to a good gas station that's in the hood. See, I feel like hey, bro, I literally stopped and looked, and then I thought about Riis and was like, man, your business. When the lady was putting the crack in the pipe, I was literally looking like, is she really about to smoke some crack right here? Out in the open, 2 feet, the smoker's entrance?
I did.
Well, I did, but I had to look at it to open the door.
He's going to smoke crack right here, huh? He's going to smoke it right here.
Right.
Okay.
Tell me, so why should we be fighting to protect these stores? I was telling you that one of my boys that works in Vice, that was a Vice cop, told me that if you go to most of the loose square sales are financed by those corner stores. Like they got a little side entrance, a fake wall, and the people come by and they drop them out, they sell them, and they get a hustle going on. And here's what was so poignant about the story. They said, we used to getting fined, but don't shut us down. And because they make so much money, there was a racket going on at the courthouse where anybody that got, as long as you got less than 100 cases of squares illegally, it's not a felony. So they can just give you a tip. If you was Palos and checking all them garages, I bet you'll find 99 cases of cigarettes. Because one of my Vice guys told me that almost every corner store in the hood is doing almost $250,000 at a minimum a year in just loose squares. In just loose squares. What benefit do they provide to our community? Let's go to the live line. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. Where is there a good corner store or gas station in the hood?
Wow. Hey, Brother Maze, good morning to you and Riis. You know what's something? This is so funny. Me and a couple of my neighbors, we was just talking about this very thing yesterday. You said we cover like 3 different areas, so I'm gonna go kind of quick. Okay, as far as a good corner store in our neighborhood, only part I'm concerned, the only good corner store in our neighborhood are the ones that's black owned. Okay, you Arabs and you Asians got a lot of nerve complaining about the city discriminating against y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because you minority. When we were discriminated against from the jump street for the city allowing y'all to come in here with the resources and get y'all the resources to open up stores in our neighborhood, and we can't get it. Okay? Good gas stations over here on the west side. I'm gonna tell you, Washington and Holman, Cicero Adams, okay, and the store down on Roosevelt and Francisco. You know why? Because they hired black security guards in there. That's that's keeping the inside secure, and they will step outside and politely say, "Hey, you can't hang all around here. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on the other side of that wall. Yes, and you got to be off the property, and you're cool." And they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They clear the space. You see what I'm saying? Stop being so cheap. Hire some black security guards. As far as I'm gonna speak up now on behalf of the owners. You can't blame them for people hanging out outside their store, whatever. I blame CPD. If you check your butt over there and let them know, hey, look, you can't hang out here with the back around here, y'all stay doing this, we're going to arrest you for loitering, and we're going to arrest you for trespassing. Then they're clear. So that's more CPD fault. And lastly, Dave, let me speak on what you said about what we see now, that stores wise, and that neighborhood we don't see now. Brother Mace, remember the places where our older people would hang out, the middle age, and some of the older, where they tackle, where you hear the blues being played, and they having a good time, socializing. Well, the license for different black people was taken away and haven't been given back to us yet. And in the white neighborhood and the Hispanic hood, they still allow to have their versions of patterns and things like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what I don't see. And I think that's a doggone shame that we got a black city council, and we got a black mayor that won't say, hey, this was wrong, and we can reverse this. I go by all of them places when I drive through the hood over on the west side, and I still see the business, but they boil it up. I remember the bucket of blood, which is a shame, but they can clean it up. I remember all the other taverns, no more taverns, and I think that's wrong. Now, the elder people, the middle-aged people, they don't have no place to go hang out like the young people do, and I think that's wrong. But I don't feel sorry for these Asians and Arabs. Screw y'all. I would say shut you all down.
Stop. Hey, brother. Stop. Asian hate. We got to come back. We got to take a quick break. We're going to come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. All right.
Show. We'll be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
This is Darlena Burnett, the author of best-selling book, Living History, inviting you to join me Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, located 326 North Racine, for a book signing and discussion with author, me, Darlena Burnett. Remember, Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, 326 North Racine. Hope to see you there.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:33 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, weather, and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs and Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. Cubs will go up 7 early in the third, but Philly will come back and score 17 as they will beat the Cubs 17-8. The Chicago White Sox at home taking on the Angels. Angels pitchers Alex Cobb goes 5 scoreless innings to help the Angels beat the Sox 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 44 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 43. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange will be 45 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield is 34. The Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 39 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 37. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 60 minutes. Outbound will be 36. The Bishop Ford, from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 65 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop. 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is locked in at 8 minutes all around. It's 55th to Jackson. Jackson to 55th, as well as Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 68 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 88 with the low of 63. Reach the terrorism here on the Mays Jackson Show.
Is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed. To certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism.
Wake up, Chicago. This is the Mays Jackson Show. Shout out to my man, Loch Ness Monster. Riis trying to go around the plug. Hey, what your name is?
Go around the middle, man.
Hey, no. Hey. Actually, I would say that. Both of y'all, I would say
you got to plug, though, Mays.
I was going to say that. Because, right, the middleman, like both of y'all came to plug in, and then y'all electricity connect at the
You
at the
definitely
socket.
a plug. Now, I don't want nobody to get it misconstrued. Like, you definitely are the plug. You know?
Nah, I'm not the outlet, because that's Dawn. Right?
Right.
But I ain't tripping. Shout out to my man Ness though. I'm feeling you, man. I feel like I be. Yeah, everybody need the song. See, but I want a piece of the royalties. I want a cut. Put me on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's gonna go viral. I'm just playing. All right, no, I'm just serious. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Anybody else on the corner stores? If you got a good corner store, bad corner store, point to a corner store. Is there any good corner stores?
Brother Frank gonna talk about some Holman in Washington. That's a good corner. Man, that ain't no good corner store.
Can I tell you something, Riis? I feel like when I was growing up, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, but in the 70s when we lived in Chicago, lived at 514 East 62nd Street, and there was I can't tell you what corner it was now, but we had a corner store. It was green. It was like, I remember walking down maybe 62nd Street, whatever it is. I remember the corner store, and it was black owned. And my mama would write me a piece of paper because I couldn't read. But I knew I would try to memorize what she told me, but she'd write on a piece of paper. I would hand it to the butcher. Black butcher back there. He'll cut you some pork chops up, right? The meat was fresh. I remember looking at the meat case and being like, ooh, we gonna have hamburger today. And it wasn't as brightly lit, but it was nice. It was clean. I remember then I always wanted because bars was 25 cents under the counter, right? And I just remember it being a positive experience. You know, like they knew you by name. You might have a little credit at the store, right? You write your name down till payday. They'll take good care of you.
I had one of them. When my first corner store was like that, when I was first born I think we moved, I was like 5. But I do remember doing the same thing.
Like your mama could send you there at a young age.
And I gave a note. And what's crazy is my cousin sent me one time, and on the low, I could read. I told you I was reading early. It said cigarettes. I'm like, I'm only like 5. They're not gonna give me. Well, when I tell you, he said, take this note, go down there and give it to her. He gave me no money. She put everything in the bag, cigarettes too. Gave it to me, wrote on a notepad and everything. Like, man.
Right. And I mean, I think that we had our own solution to food deserts, but we did right by each other. Right? We wasn't gonna sell us no grade D meat. We weren't going to, like, they looked out for me at that grocery store because they were part of our community. Mm-hmm. They lived in the neighborhood. I remember the people who owned the cleaners lived a few blocks down.
Yep.
And they would be like, Mazon, they would take me places, and it was like a community. Now I'm just like, why should we care about corner stores? Now I ask, are they a necessity because we live in food deserts? And so do they meet a need that exists for people who can't get anywhere, and so they got a captive audience? Let's go to the live line. Riis, who's on the phone lines? Anybody tell me where there's a good corner store? Brother Anthony. Morning.
How you doing?
Great. My pressure's down today.
God, it's Friday. But anyway, man, I'm down there on 62nd where you talking about, actually. And they have a corner store right there, King Drive.
That's
right?
the one. It used to be black owned, though.
Let me finish. I don't really care for dude in the store that owns the store because he's got this, attitude, and I don't go in the store. Now, okay, so I deal with the people outside if I do that, The thing is, it's convenient not to have to go to Indiana or whatever to get cigarettes, what have you, because, if gas $3.50 a gallon and I got a gallon there and a gallon back, that's $7. Okay, so I can afford to buy the cigarettes out front and save the gas money. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
I have to look at numbers that's involved in stuff too. But man, we really need them, man, because they're not going to bring anything back to our community, just like other people have come in our community, took our money to their community. Sell your stuff in your community. you're not going to find an Arab selling nothing in the white folks' neighborhood or the Hispanic neighborhood, nor Asian. But they come over here and they get licenses and whatnot, stuff that the average Joe in the neighborhood can't get because we got felonies, whatever the case is. But I want to spend my money with black folks. I really do. And until then, man, I may as well go to Timbuktu to get my stuff or deal with dude out front, At least he going to be in the hood later on. You might be able to buy $1 from him or whatever. But they taking money out of the community, and that's why you can't develop our community like other communities do.
Okay. I'm with you on that. Hey, Riis, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap out. I'm going to go to red mic. Let's see if that's it, right? Let's see if it's just that mic. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Give me a turn on. Let me just swap real quick. Hold on. Actually, do that. Thanks, Anthony. Thank you, brother Anthony. We appreciate you. Take this one down. Turn this off. Are we good now? All right. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We are asking we was asking the social media question of the day. We got any other calls on there? All right, no more calls. Tell me where there is a good corner store. Somebody tell me where there's a good corner store. In the black neighborhood. And why is it different in white neighborhoods? Or Arab neighborhoods or Asian neighborhoods? Why don't the stores where they sell their look the worse? We'll talk about it. Hey, so I want to is this mic ain't on? Turn this one. All right. This one, I feel like a hum in this. You hear it? All right, y'all. Anyway, here we go. So, Riis, I don't know if you saw this story in the newspaper today. You probably know, but you saw it on the paper. I don't know if you all saw the story of the family feud that turned deadly. It was a story of there was a story of a father and son the story of the father and two sons who went to the home of an ex-boyfriend and killed the father and shot 26 times outside of the house. So apparently there was a fight between the woman who lived at the house, who was the girlfriend of one of the ex-girlfriend. They went over to the house, got into it. Let me back up. Two brothers and a father went to the home of the ex-boyfriend of the daughter. They went to the house, threw a brick through the window. The whole family came out. They said, who threw the brick? The father said, I did. Proceeded to have a shootout, 26 shots fired in front of the house. Father winds up dead. Not the father who threw the brick, but another of the father was dead. One of the sons is now in custody. One is not. No, two sons are in custody. The father, I don't know if is in custody or not. So I was reading the story, Riis, and it's like, I was like, dang, shooting, and I was kind of like, it made sense to me, right? You know how this go. Boyfriend, girlfriend get into a fight. Dude slap old girl. She say, I'm going to go get my brother. My brother and my daddy going to come over here and whoop yo. They came over to come whoop dude's butt, and it turned into a shootout.
Yeah.
You ever remember people say, I'm going to go get my brother? Back in the day, If you got beat up, you was like, I'm going to get my brother, if you had one.
Yeah.
Then it went to, I'm finna go get my pistol, right? And it went to go get my brothers who had pistols and my daddy. Now, first of all, Riis, in a case like that, your daughter come home. She say, hey, daddy, me and my boyfriend got in a fight. What you doing?
I'm going to go talk to him. I mean, I ain't going to go there. I mean, I'm going to go talk to him for sure. I'm going to get some.
But what if when you rolling up, he like, hey man, you tell me about my.
If I'm already that close to him, then I'm already talking to him.
No. You pulling up.
I'm pulling
he come
up
out
where
on the
he
porch. He come out on the porch. What you want?
Then
What's up?
I'm coming to talk to him. Now, the people I bought with me now, they coming to drag him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still be talking to him while they doing what they doing, but I'm never going to shoot nobody. But
when are you escalating the system? Are you escalating it by coming with the guys in the car?
No, I'm ending it. You know, because after we whoop him, and then it won't be.
So you was going there to whoop him, though?
Yeah, we was going there to whoop him for sure.
Oh, so if your daughter come home and she say her boyfriend did it, you gonna mount up a posse, y'all gonna go over there and y'all gonna whoop him?
Probably so.
Now, what if they come out the door like, y'all ain't whooping Jack? We strapped.
What they got? They got guns and we ain't
They
got none?
Do you?
Nah, well, if we ain't got none, then listen, you know what? Young man, you don't hit her no more, okay? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but they went with guns. Now, let me ask a question as a father, because that's ego, too. Part of that is ego.
For sure.
Right? Like, man, you now, obviously, it's probably not the first time.
I got the wrong answer. I got the right answer.
Go ahead.
I'm going to call the ETC. There we go. I'm calling them.
I'm
know
calling
what
ECCSC.
Yeah, there you go. I'm calling them.
You
I'm
calling Tyrone Muhammad?
Calling Tyrone Muhammad to tell them my issue and let me and I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. That's what they feel wrong at. You didn't call Tyrone Muhammad and that's what happened.
He had de-escalated.
He would have while he's escalating. He's de-escalating the situation while he's definitely escalating.
You gonna get a woman the card to call Tyrone Muhammad. Okay. So now, Riis, I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I read the story, I was like, this is tragic, but I know what this was. Like, I'm not really like, oh my God, this is some mysterious, you know what I mean? It was like, you got into a fight. You said, I'm going to get my brothers. Your brothers showed up, and they showed up with the foppers and your daddy. And I would say that you probably got a family that's getting it. Like, this ain't the first time they done mounted up.
Like, what do you think to escalate? Like it's some, you got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody hit you, you know what I'm saying? Like, the point that you know that you're finna go and call these people to shoot this person. Like, well, what do you think happens next? Like, do you think,
Riis, I don't think,
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you're just gonna shoot him and then everything is gonna be okay.
Riis, but I'm saying it's your ego. That's your like when you get popped, right? Somebody slap you, and you don't really have the ego moves. You finna go call somebody.
Tyrone.
But again, so that was the story to me. I'm not going to even trip. That was the story, and I was really about to.
Were they black?
Huh?
Were they black?
They wouldn't put it in the paper if they was white.
They could have been.
They wouldn't put it in the paper.
Hispanic and, you know, dark.
They wouldn't put it right. This is Spanish Heritage Month.
They just took over.
Right.
Yeah,
they
take that out. Take that out of that.
Edit it. So I was actually through with the story, right? I was, you know how you get to, you like, okay, ain't nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing juicy, but okay, I get this, I got it. And I was literally about to, I skimmed to the end. So say you read like 3/4 of the article, and then once you got the gist, you kind of skim to the end. And then I saw that one of the brothers had actually said he was there, but didn't pull the trigger. Said his dad and his brother shot, but he didn't pull the trigger.
Association, you're going to get manslaughter, and then he probably get about 7 years.
So, but I was thinking to myself, first of all, did you just
trick
on your family?
Didn't I just tell you the generation that we was? I just told you that before you even told the story. Y'all from the generation, you be like, I don't know nothing.
Riis, but I'm not saying like, this ain't like a no snitch. I like, we all in it together, but I'm not finna tell on my brother and mine.
I just told you earlier, these new generation is gonna fold because they gonna fold, man. They gonna fold. They're telling they're telling your family. What you mean? Hey, man, you get in that room with them and you say, hey, man, you know, you got 3 counts of this and you ain't, this all gonna fall on you if you don't tell me, you know what I'm saying, what's going on.
But your brother and your father and y'all all roll that together.
You'll never see the day of light, man. They coming there with them scared. You'll never see the day of light, man. You gon', you know.
Riis, you sound
experienced it.
No, I'm just just saying. Let me tell you one thing, man. The police is never going to have a conversation with you if they already know what happened. Okay, they're never going to ask you, "Hey, man, tell us what happened." And so once they scare you to believe that, hey, man, your family, if your family love you, man, they'll be here, man. They'll be here for you, man. They'll do this, man. You could tell me something right now. I'll let you go home today.
Hey, man, that let you go home today is a powerful thing.
I was trying to tell you,
Riis,
Reese,
I'm telling you, that go home today is a powerful thing. They showed one time, they was like, you want to go home tonight? You sign this paper for this felony. You can go home right now. I was like, ooh. And the lawyer was like, don't touch it. I was like, but they said I could go home today, like right now. I was like, I could be felonious all day long. So who calling me while I'm on the radio? Do we want to answer them while we on the radio?
Like I said, I just think we got to have more sense than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can understand, you know, like, because I have had a situation where my sister, you know what, I've had a situation where I had to go in and, you know, be a, you know what I'm saying, a big brother or something like that. And, I mean, it turned out okay. I mean, it was like I think we had like a little car wreck, something like that. But, you know, like, come to think about it. But my whole point is, don't call me to come and then you right back with James 2 days later. Now that right there, I would never help you again. I don't care if you come to my house with a black eye. I would be like, girl, that mascara you have on is amazing. You know what I'm saying? You should have did the other eye like that too. You know what I'm saying? That because after that, now I'm obviously you don't care, so why should I? But I'm never finna go and say, I'm finna kill you like that. It don't even make sense.
Okay, so let me back up though, because so that's one conversation in and of itself. But y'all, and dang, I really want to have that conversation too. So we're gonna have to come back to it after 8:15 because we got Alderman Stephanie Coleman coming on. She has got the Inglewood Fest coming with. Anyway, we'll talk to her and she'll tell us all that. But check this out, Reese. Can I tell out? So as I was reading the story and I get to the bottom of it, I noticed that there's a spokesman talking who's not from the family, and his name is Peter Cunningham. And I was thinking to myself, why do I know this name? But it turns out that he was the communications director for who? Arnie Duncan in Washington, D.C. And I noticed that a while back he had written a op-ed in the newspaper about the violence going on in Chicago. So, you know, that made me a little bit curious. And then they said that the young man, well, it was funny because the newspaper said that the young man had been part of Chicago Cred for the last 3 years. And Peter Cunningham said that he was being vetted, not 3 years, for the last 3 months. And Peter Cunningham said that he wasn't actually in the program, but he was being vetted. And I was like, what kind of 3-month program do you vet? What are they vetting this guy for? Now, we also remember that Chicago Cred is the master organization that is over the violence prevention, right? And so here we have this young man who is accused of being a shooter, who has been part of this violence prevention program all of this time, and now we see the spokesperson for him as the person from Chicago Cred. Now, I couldn't understand, why would the spokesperson from Chicago Cred be speaking up on this issue? And then I noticed that the young man had a lawyer. Right now, I want to know, was the lawyer a public defender? Or did he have someone arrange a lawyer for him? Here, there seems to be an odd connection between this shooter, alleged, and Chicago's biggest violence prevention organization.
How do you even go to your family after saying that?
What?
Telling your brother and daddy.
Well, I mean, but see, and Reese, I think, and I need for you to be cool for a second, because
I think people got to understand what I'm trying to get to. So here we have this shooting that occurs that the largest violence prevention organization, the same people responsible for bringing, right? The same organization that is the fiscal agent for all of our violence, most of our biggest violence prevention, as one of their students or one of their mentees involved in a shooting. Now, earlier this week, we were talking about, is there the possibility that violence could be orchestrated as part of a political ploy? So now you got to ask yourself this question. How many other potentially... My biggest concern with this organization is the fact that all of our most violent people they claim to go after our most violent people to do outreach. And if they're on payroll, isn't it crazy that the people that are willing to do the shooting would be on the payroll, on a non-black payroll? We just got through talking about the connection between violence in Chicago and power and how they were, and I just think y'all got to pay attention. What I want to know is, does this young man have a public defender or does he have a private attorney? Not tripping, because he can have it all, but why does Chicago Cred become a spokesperson in this situation? Right? So if Chicago Cred is now serving as the spokesperson for this young man, but he wasn't part of their organization, but they're saying he was 3 months. Yo, guys, it's something there that if our most willing to utilize violence members or people in our community are on the payroll of someone else, y'all got to pay attention. Who is the lawyer? Right? Like, does he have a public defender? Because how many times, hey Riis, how many times do you know people that start out like within a day having a lawyer, like a paid lawyer?
Unless you got connections, and like none.
So now here's what we're seeing. We see Chicago Cred jump into, step up in this space. Who's paying for the lawyer? Because my question becomes, this could become a powder keg. I'm going to stop, though, because I really don't want to have no problems like that. So it's the Maze Jackson Show, but I did think it was very... you should read the article, and you should see how, at the very end, they mention the whole connection to Chicago Cred, which is Chicago's largest violence prevention organization that everybody reports to. Remember that letter I told you that Alderman Lopez sent? I can't even show it to y'all, though, because I really don't even want to have these type of problems. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages. We're supposed to be talking to 16th Ward Alderman Stephanie Coleman, because Inglewood got a festival coming tomorrow. And Selena Johnson going to be there. As well as, hey, in the middle of the bar.
I can see a good show tomorrow.
And because, no, we're going to talk about it when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
This is Darlena Burnett, the author of best-selling book, Living History, inviting you to join me Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, located 320 North Discussion author, me, Darlena Burnett. Remember Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, 326 North Racine. Hope to see you there.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:03 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs will lose to the Philadelphia Phillies 17-8, as well as the Chicago White Sox will lose to the Los Angeles Angels 9-3. In traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 50 minutes. Outbound will be 28. The Eden, Deerfield to the Exchange will be 55. Exchange to Deerfield will be 36. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop will be 63. Back out to Thorndale will be 36. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 52 minutes. Outbound will be 32. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 50 minutes, 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 26 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 12 minutes, as well as Jackson to 55th is 8. The north side of things from Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph is still locked in at 8 minutes. Today's weather is currently 70 degrees and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 88 with a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler, now here So Good. Happy Friday on the Mays Jackson Show.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're all the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got none over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clone on, why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clone on, girl, why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Mays and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed and soft.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my man, Mr. Business in the front, party in the back until Wednesday. Well, Wednesday, he got a hat on until Wednesday. He hat and do-rag, and it is my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. What color you got your shag this week, bro? Is it yellow? Blonde? Oh, they call it blonde?
Brown. It might be blonde, though.
Oh, is it blowing out?
Yeah.
How long does it take? You put the spray color, you be bleaching.
I bleach it.
Why do I believe you? Why do I believe you, Reese?
Because it's the truth. Why
Reese,
would I lie?
I believe you. I believe you. All right, man. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. It's the 8 o'clock hour. And we've been talking about the corner stores, but we're going to move on a little bit because big things happening. Big things popping. Inglewood. You know, it used to be when you said Inglewood, people would have all types of negative connotations. They'd be thinking the worst. They'd be like, oh, it's the murder capital of Chicago. But times have changed. New leadership has come, and Inglewood is rapidly being redeveloped, becoming a place where new development is going. They got everything from a Whole Foods. Man, they even got a Wingstop over there. Y'all be tripped, don't y'all trip on Wingstop either. I'm telling y'all, I love the lemon pepper. But last week, well, actually 2 weeks ago, I got an invite from one of the youngest members of the city council and part of the new leadership team, 16th Ward Alderman Stephanie Coleman. And she was like, Mace, we doing big things in Inglewood. And before we close out this summer, because, you know, and I told Ruthie she shouldn't go because she was trying to wrench out the last part of the summer. It is the Inglewood Music Fest. And y'all know it's going down because not only do they have Selena Johnson, but I think they also got Crucial Conflict. But on top of that, Cousin Juan, and y'all know we love Cousin Juan. She been acting kind of funny. She ain't been here in a minute. But Cousin Juan is producing the festival. But so here to talk to us about it is 16th Ward Alderman Stephanie Coleman. Hey, Alderman, how are you feeling this morning?
Good morning. I am feeling Inglewood excellence. In 24 hours, we will have the first inaugural Inglewood Music Fest in my community, and I'm just so excited and inspired for what's to come.
So man, is this a first? Talk to me about, first of all, what's Inglewood excellence, and then talk to me about the music festival.
Inglewood excellence is what we exemplify every day. Inglewood excellence is 5 years of the new development over at the Inglewood Square. No shootings, no incidents. Inglewood excellence is Kennedy King College, our community college, which was voted number 1 in the state of Illinois, number 8 in the nation, right there at 63rd and Halsted. These are the untold, the stories that don't make the headlines. This is Inglewood excellence, and this is what we're celebrating.
So, Alderman, talk to me about this Inglewood Music Festival. It's tomorrow. What can people expect? And first of all, back up. Inglewood Festival. What's that about? Who decided that y'all was going to have a festival in Inglewood, a music festival at that? Where did this brainchild come from?
Well, I was inspired 7-8 years ago from the West Side Music Festival over there at Douglas Park, and then Hyde Park Brew Fest and Silver Room Block Party. So I took a little bit of this, and I said 7 years ago, I'm going to make this happen in my community. You know, my community should be exposed to good music, to opportunities, to vendors' opportunities, and to having an artist of such to come in our neighborhood. We deserve the same as any other community in the city of Chicago. And this vision will become a reality this Saturday.
So talk to me about what's going to happen this Saturday. Who's coming? What should we expect? And what time does everything start?
Everything starts at noon, and it truly is an experience. One and only, oh my goodness.
Shout out to Cousin Juan.
The Music Fest champion. He is the GOAT. And literally, Maze, from 12 o'clock until 7 p.m., it's going to be a nonstop experience, from gospel to jazz to R&B to hip hop. We've got Grammy-nominated singer Selena Johnson. We've got Q Parker from 112. We're going to the west side. I heard the 60644, something like that. Crucial Conflict. And then I'm excited that we're highlighting local artists. Jennifer Jones, Gumbo, Patricia Clifton, DJ Dap. We're having a DJ Cypher celebrating the past, the present, and the future. So we'll have 3 DJs battling from the old school to the present to the new school. it's just going to be a day of celebration, of family, of unity, of peace. And this is what's going to change the narrative of Inglewood.
All right, Alderman. So look, speaking of changing the narrative of Inglewood, and we're gonna come back to this because I want you to tell everybody how to get tickets. There's so much going on, and actually we're in the midst of racial, whatever it is. Anyway, right now we're also in the midst of Hispanic Heritage Week. And Alderman, as we look at the census and we look at the changing demographics of Chicago, I gotta ask you in this space, what do you see? How do you see let me back up. What do you think is going to happen with the ward remap and this emerging challenge between, and I don't want to say emerging challenge, but how do we reconcile being the Latino community becoming the largest minority in Chicago, and what does that mean for us in the power dynamic?
I am concerned with the city of Chicago retaining the African American, 18 African American wards. And I am looking forward to this challenge that we have. I am looking forward to some of my senior colleagues who's going to have to share the land, to be quite honest with you. And those wards that are predominantly African American, now it's time to really have those tough decisions, those tough discussions on how do we retain the 18 Black wards. That's the bottom line to it, Mays. And how do we prevent the exodus of more African Americans leaving our city? Because, this is going to happen in another 10 years. There are other generations that are being educated right now that are ready to vote, that are being organized to vote. So we have to really step up, and it takes new leadership to step up to prepare us for the future.
Okay. Where is the reparations ordinance? Where is it? I know that it was in committee at some point. Are we now, when should we expect to get reparations in Chicago?
That is a great question, and I look forward to hearing from the fifth floor about that.
Okay, so the mayor is she not our ally on this? What should we expect? Should we expect her to be supporting us on this? Because I do notice that she has been pretty adamant about ensuring that the Latinos get their fair share. What should we expect, that it'll be some fairness in that space?
I am hoping for fairness and, as we say, equity.
Well, we just saw Alderman Gilbert Villegas say they don't want. Did you just saw Alderman Gilbert Villegas say that
Health
equity
and
don't help?
Relations Committee.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We are looking for support with the Health and Human Relations Committee under the leadership of Chairman Rod Sawyer, who has been a great mentor, Cam Howard in the reparations space. It's one of those, it's what we're working on, meeting every other week on reparations and what that means to our city.
Got it. Okay, Alderman Coleman, so tomorrow, what time should people get there? Is there a website? Where should they go to find out more information about the Inglewood Music Festival? Because it is cracking. And what time is Selena cracking?
Selena, as a matter of fact, we're inviting all Divine Nine to celebrate and support our Zeta, our finest sister. But she's coming on about 5 o'clock.
Okay, and then what time is Crucial Conflict closing? Who closing?
Crucial Conflict is actually our midday to really pop everything off for our headliners. So
got it.
So excited about Crucial Conflict.
Now, would that be in the middle of the barn? Would that be a smoking section somewhere at this party? Huh? Would that be a smoking section?
There won't be a smoking section. There won't be a smoking session, but there definitely will be the hit song "Hey in the Middle of the Bomb" and Rodeo.
All right. So, hey, y'all, that is 16th Ward Alderman Stephanie Coleman. Alderman, tell people how they can find out more information if they got questions or they want to come to the festival. And do we bring our own chairs? Will there be vendors? Is it food? What we doing?
There will be vendors. It's going to be some good food. It's going to be some just good everything. There will also be a resource fair from 12 to 2 p.m. During that time, there will be live music. You can go to www.inglewoodmusicfest.com. It is totally free. Register. There will be, phase 5 precautions, COVID tests, proof of COVID tests, or rapid tests right at the entrance of the fest.
Okay, so do I need to bring my COVID? Do I have to prove that I'm COVID vaccinated to come? How do you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can either bring your card, or get a test within 48 hours. If not, rapid tests will be on site.
Okay, awesome. Alderman, thank you. We appreciate you. You're closing out the summer with a big old bash. It is 16th Ward, Alderman Stephanie Coleman. Tomorrow, it is the Inglewood Music Festival. Hey, Alderman, Riis said, can he get some tickets?
Absolutely.
All right, we want the good tickets, though. We want them ones that you can hang around your neck so we can act like we important, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we want to be important, too. All right, y'all. We
Text
gonna call.
me, I got you.
Thank you, Alderman. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. That is 16th Ward Alderman Stephanie Coleman. Y'all check out tomorrow the Inglewood Music Festival. Thanks for being with us, Alderman.
She have a great last name, too. Best last name ever.
Her name ain't Jackson.
No, it's Coleman.
You did. I'm lost.
The best last name ever.
It's Jackson. I don't.
That's a couple of Colemans in here. There's a couple of Colemans in your little thing. Look at that. I just looked at.
Because they tuned in to see the greatest last name ever. They like, Dad, how we get our name like that? All right, y'all.
You know it.
All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all, we got to start tooling up.
We just had a whole thing about three brothers going over there tooling up.
I'll see.
That's not what I mean.
But we need to be tooling up for ourselves. I'm just telling y'all. It just seems to me that here's me. I'm not happy. Like I'm going, and Riis, I'm gonna be kicking it tomorrow. I'm going to the Inglewood Music Festival, but I'm bringing my knife.
See, and that's what we. That is a space. We see how you don't even feel like it's a safe. You can't even make it a safe space. Like you ever seen? I'm sure you ever seen that movie called Maverick, the little car game. Remember that movie like Maverick when he playing poker? You never seen that movie before?
Was it Tom Selleck?
I forgot. I think it was
Mustache
the dude that did the dude that did Passion of the Christ. I think it was him. What's his name?
Jim Caviezel?
No, the actor that had did it was him. Anyway, but at the end of the movie, it was a big poker game, and they supposed to all had no guns. People had guns underneath their luggage, sling guns coming out, gun and booze. But that's what I'm saying. If we made this now, all it takes is just one person. One person is alcohol out there. It's something like that. You bump into it, man, somebody, you got your, Perry on, and a drunk person come and throw up on your Perry. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So in order for it and not to even happen, man, don't even bring that type of energy. Don't bring no knife, no guns. Come out, black people. Just come out and have a good time for once, man. Like I feel like every time I go somewhere, it's like a ticking time bomb. I'm like, all right, let me see how long this gonna last before it blow up. Like, like we gotta stop doing that. So don't take no knives. Don't listen to Maze. Don't take no knives, no tools. Just come in there and just bring love and energy, and let's have a good vibe. And let's not have Maze on here like, hey y'all, let me tell y'all, I done went to the Inglewood Fest. And there was a fight there, yeah. I knew it, you know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm bringing. I'm like, you ain't never seen like I feel like we like the Warriors. I got to get home. And so here's my thing, right? It's me, Riis.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we dancing, we kicking it.
Right.
I got to be ready. Somebody at the place got to be ready. We got to stay ready, so you have to get ready. Because I'm telling you, this is how all the movies happen. Did you see the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Remember in the Game of Thrones when everybody was at the wedding and they was and then they closed the doors and it was.
But they was in a little war already. I'm talking about we going over there for peace.
Riis, we going to the Inglewood Fest for peace, but I'm talking about like in the real world, it's like war and explosions and it's like they trying to take our land and we going. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to the park.
It's gonna be 95% of black people. So if they do anything over there, it's gonna look bad on us. Anything happen at this fest, you know they gonna blame it on the black people.
Oh, I'm not talking about nothing happening at the fest. We know Cousin Juan gonna have the S on you. I guess my thing is, remember. Okay, this all I'm gonna say is remember my Kanye night story. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna go here. I'm just gonna let it be. I just think that, like, I'm nervous if we got to worry about the mayor doing something for us. I'm just nervous. We got to get our reparations. I don't know if we get them locally. And we got to, Riis, I think we got to start mean mugging people. I think black folks got to be like, we mad anyway.
Just
we
not
could be
to our own
kicking
people.
Right. Look, we could be like this. This is what we got to be like. When we see people, we don't like you. Then we turn around and be like, let's kick it. But then don't let nobody see us kick it. They got to be like, why they always mad? Then we go inside and then we kick it. See, because what happened is when white folks see us kicking it, they be like, phew. They don't want no lunch. That's all. I just want us to, Now, I'm going to tell you, Cousin... Did I tell y'all about Cousin Juan? Y'all know this Cousin Juan done did... She be at every festival. Because Cousin Juan is the plug now for the festival life. Because she is now the new black festivalier. But she called me the other day talking about you want some tickets. I was like, you don't ask me if I want some tickets in my own neighborhood. I need to ask you want some tickets. I'm just playing.
She called you about Bolingbrook?
Hey, homie.
See, that's
I'm worldwide, Riis.
Oh, man,
you call me about Bolingbrook, but when you want to do something, you let me know. Because I will get you. You want to see a real football team? Call me, Riis.
Go see the Prosser Falcons.
The soccer team. Because the Prosser Falcons play soccer. Y'all ain't even got no field. And y'all go to the West Side Joint Field, don't y'all?
We got the field behind our school. I told you yesterday, we got Hanson Stadium. It's literally right. We can literally walk behind and go to that's our field.
So, yeah, so I'm just telling y'all now. I did not choose violence today. Because some of y'all are out there in the comments saying, da-da-da-da. I did not choose violence today. Today I chose, like Riis said, why you always got to come to the party? I always come to the party. I always got to start some mess. I always got to be poking the bear. I always got to be growling at somebody, trying to trip somebody up. So I said no. I asked my questions politely. And I moved on. I did not choose violence today. We got to get out the summer. But I'm telling y'all, in the fall, I'm choosing violence. I am. Because after summertime shies over, it's going to be being back to ninjas. Can I ask y'all a question? Did anybody drive the city yesterday? Did you notice anything about the traffic yesterday? Did you feel safe? Because I didn't. I don't feel safe today either. Did y'all notice that there was no regard? Like, I did not know that we had open drinking and driving. Did y'all see? Like, man, I turned the corner and got stuck. Every corner I turned,
Flags everywhere.
I did not know that the South Side was the stomping ground for, like, HO. People was all on King Drive. People was all, like, it was Mexican Independence Day yesterday. And they straight took over the city in all the neighborhoods. There was crazy traffic. They was reporting. I was just thinking, like, if that would have been us. I mean, people was in the back of pickup trucks, Riis. On the highway. They was drinking, and I felt like something could have happened. I was like, I wanted to say something, but I was thinking like, dang, they gonna scrape up my car. So I just had to be patient. Could you imagine if we did that on Michigan Avenue? Like Michigan Avenue, Roosevelt, man, bro, all the expressways, it was flagged. Like I felt like the flags was gonna come off the cars. You can't be driving around with wood and flags that's 30 feet going 70 miles an hour. Like, and I mean, social media, they was like this eye joint. Like I feel like what happened yesterday, like I do somewhere in my mind feel like the census report has emboldened. I've never seen a Mexican Independence Day like that. Like I've been in Chicago for a long time. Born here. I've never seen it like that. Like what happened yesterday?
Really?
No, I've never seen it like that. I've seen it like I used to see more Puerto Rican Day than Mexican Day.
Yeah, for sure.
And like this is the first. No, bro, I'm talking about straight up caravans like Michigan Avenue. I ain't never seen it like that where it's like Michigan State and you turn like I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get home yesterday. Like everywhere I turned, traffic was blocked up.
It's been like that for a while.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I live. You know
That's
why I grew up? I grew up by Mexican. Where I grew up by Mexican.
That was in your neighborhood, bro. I'm
but
talking
they
about
ride
on King
around.
Drive.
Yeah, they ride around.
They don't be on King Drive.
Man, they form a thing and they get about 60 cars and they ride around the whole city, man. So like it's Mexicans everywhere. So you know, man, they all go lock spots. Oh yeah, man, I'm used to that. Like anytime it's day holiday, I try to avoid traffic and stay in the house. Puerto Rican Day parade, I don't go nowhere near there because man, they crazy.
But see, that's the old days. See, I say that and then they me crazy. But like I used to know, man, Puerto Rican Day, we stay. Yes, Beulah, it was different. Riis, I'm telling you, there was a difference though yesterday in these last couple days. It's like a different kind of, like it's one thing, like I feel like there was like maybe they was nervous about somebody coming up. So it was like tame. Like I feel like it wasn't tame. Like I in the neighborhoods, I expect one thing. Bro, when I saw Michigan Avenue yesterday, man, I took the wrong way and wound up. I was both ways.
Yeah, you stuck.
And then you had to damn near ask
to get over.
To get through the lane.
And they looking at you like.
Essay. No, they looking like Mayete. No, then they reported it on the news like it was a good thing. Like, hey, look.
That's how we got to come on Juneteenth, y'all.
Man, how about we come like that in city council? How about we come like that in the legislature? How about we come like that at the county? How about we don't be the people selling ourselves? How about we don't be like, hey, yo, it's our job now to advance the Latin. Can you clearly see that they don't need our help? They do not need black. We ain't got to be against it, but they don't need no black people being like, hey, pass me a flag. They got their own flag bearers. It's the Maze Jackson Show. When we come back, it's Tell Me Something Good Friday. Y'all can't be getting me all worked up. We'll be back after these messages. We'll be right. After these messages, we'll be right back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
This is Darlena Burnett, the author of best-selling book, Living History, inviting you to join me Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, located 326 North Racine, for a book signing and discussion with author, me, Darlena Burnett. Remember, Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, 326 North Racine. Hope to see you there.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family, and happy Friday. As the time is now 8:32 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather report. In sports, the Chicago Cubs taking on the Phillies, the Philadelphia and Phillies. They will go up 7 early in the third, but they will lose as the Phillies will come back, storm back, and beat the Cubs 17-8. The Chicago White Sox at home taking on the Angels. Angels pitchers Alex Cobb will go 5 scoreless innings and beat the Sox 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 50 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 28. The Eden, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange is 55 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 18. The Eisenhower with Thorndale to the Loop is 1 hour. Back out to Thorndale will be 36 minutes. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 56 minutes. Outbound will be 37. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 40 minutes, 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive south from 55th to Jackson is 10 minutes. Jackson to 55th is 7. 8 minutes north, that's Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 72 and still partly cloudy, but it will be a high of 88 today with a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. It's payday, it's Friday, so let's make sure we spending our Rona money here with Ricky on the Maze Jackson Show.
That I had to pay. I need my money. I roll the money. Y'all know the hustle. I need my money. Y'all know the hustle for that bag. Went to the ATM. 2 or 3 of them. I put my card in, but no cash came out. I wanted to shout. If you're rich, you can get a bad man. But if you're poor, all you're gonna hear is no, 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 no. I need my money. I roll the money. I need my money. I roll my 10K, my 10K, my 10K.
You know the last time I asked you for my money, you gave. I don't want to hear none of that. Give me my money. I ain't got nothing else for you. You better leave me alone. This is my wrong money.
Y'all you know how to secure that bag. And you know I gotta hustle. Y'all know, 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 y'all know the hustle.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis in the building. DJ Riis the Ruler. Hey Riis, did anybody ever call us and tell us they know of a good gas station or corner store in the black neighborhood? Like y'all ain't got now? Tell me something good. Tell me a good one. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Also, when you tell me, I want you to tell me something good because it is Tell Me Something Good Friday. So I want to hear you tell me something good as well. So give us a call. Whether you got something good, if you could tell us where there's a good black corner store or a good black gas station, not black owned because clearly we don't see very many of those. But show me, because Riis was used to it. He like, man, he expect to see a crackhead. I mean, I literally wanted to stare at the lady when she smoked the crack. I was like, that's a real crack pipe. She had a real lighter. She looked like flame. She looked like Chris Rock, like, beam me up, Scotty. I was like, this can't be right.
It's right to her.
And everybody else was just walking right by like, hey. I was like, did you see that? It's a crack. She's smoking crack in front.
She said that loving crack was wrong. She don't want to be right.
See, Riis?
Smoking.
Why are we? That's normal for us, though.
Unfortunately, man, I hate seeing it, but unfortunately, yeah.
Man, Charlie. Who on that phone? Anybody on that line? Let's go to the phone line. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Caller, you on? What's up?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Katie. How are you?
Hey, Katie. How are you?
Fine. As far as the corner stores, I haven't witnessed anything since the old days when they were black owned in Inglewood on 74th and Stewart. No, 74th and Vincennes. But I did notice that there's a real popular one where my granddaughter goes to school, a Julian school on 103rd. And one day last week, her dad asked me to pick her and her sister up. And I saw that there was a rush to the corner store. It's like, it's like a gas station, I guess. It's over the overpass on 103rd going east, about a block from the school. And it must have been about 100 students out there. And I said, now, for good Friday, whoever the Arabs that own that store, I'm sure that they are making bank from them kids going in there. And so I asked my granddaughter, I said, well, why? Well, the kids don't like the food in the school. And I think it's really a waste of money that we paying all this money for the school vendors, and the kids don't hate the food. So, like the old days, we had regular I pointed that Mexican Independence Day, I guess they have an airtime now. And I think they have been emboldened by the count. And it's too bad that the blacks in Chicago and the United States can't get together and force this reparation thing. But with the Mexicans, and I even had my autistic cousin text me and said happy Mexican Independence Day.
Who did?
And I was saying,
who did that?
It even got to him in Nashville. I said it even got to him. And so I said, well, so they are being emboldened most definitely in this country. And I guess because they have a strong foundation from their country that we don't have. American descendants of slaves. I mean, we from all over, they broke our culture up, etc. And we don't have the foundation that they have. But that's my comment for today. Thank you very much, Mace.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Hey, Katie. Oh, she gone. She ain't tell us something good, though.
Man, you want to know what's crazy is when I went to school, the closest corner store we had was like 2 blocks, and it was like a convenience store, we would probably call it. But the dude was so racist. We had to leave our book bags outside, and he will only allow 2 of us in at a time.
Now, I seen the videos, Riis. I done seen the videos when people bum rush the store, and the store owner can't keep up, and everybody be like, swarm the store, get you some. Now, somebody mentioned this. Do y'all remember the old place that used to make the corned beef sandwiches in the 60s? Somebody said, right by the corner store. They used to make corned beef. Remember when it was, though, you could go to the corner store and then there might be a little neighborhood restaurant that was right next, so you could get you some fries with some sauce after school? Get you some fries with you some mild sauce, tear the bag up and the bag be all greasy. You can eat you some fries with a fork and you'll be lucky if you could go out to school and get that.
Yeah.
Man. I don't. And it's crazy to me when you go to these corner stores, and to me, the corner store that I've gone into prey on they have maximized a way to prey on every bit of lack that exists in our community. So they become the drugstore, the pharmacy. You can go get your Fanta Leafs. You can get your pot. Like they be selling bread. They sell feminine products, etc., and they mark them all up to me because they got a captive audience. And then it's like they want some mercy or some sympathy. I can tell you how many times I've driven through, when I used to be out west all the time with Big Swill, and I come over at 6 in the morning, and you can see the stores coming with Walmart bags. taking something that they bought for Walmart in the suburbs and marking it up 4 or 5 times. Captive audience. And so I don't know that we feel sorry for them. And it's always funny to me because like they're smart enough to know that they make their money off us. So you know what they'll do is they'll pull a black person up and say, hey, you know, they donated to the hood joints.
And then you know what they do, right? So they come in there, so you know.
And they be banging the little black girls too.
For 7 years, I think you can, like, if you come in, you can own it and don't pay
swap
nothing.
it out.
And then you know you get your little other cousin, the rebate. He come through there, he owned it, you know, and changed it from Hababa to Habiche, and then you know what I'm saying, switch it on up, you know, boom. Then another 7 years, you come.
They do it with the clothes stores too.
Yeah, they just come and switch it up, you know. So, yeah.
Hey man. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Give me a call, 872-259-7474. Like, do we have any sympathy for the corner stores? I feel like this is a great time for us to go say, who got $25,000? Let's go buy one. Let's go buy some. Let's go to Jacqueline. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jacqueline, you know I'm calling you Jacqueline? Because I watched Boomerang. I watched Boomerang this week. So, Jacqueline, how you doing?
I'm great, Maze. How are you?
I'm great.
This is my something good about the corner store when I went to school in the 70s. We had a black corner store. I went to where it was near Calumet. So, of course, the grammar school, which I was at, I always wanted to hang out at the store because the high school kids were there. But I want to tell you about how
You wasn't
I found
fast,
out
was
later.
you? You wasn't being fast over there with them high school boys, was you?
I wasn't trying, but it was tempting. But anyway, the corner store was located off of 79th and Vincennes over there by Simeon High School. And so I found out later that Mr. and Mrs. Foster, who knew your order when you came in the store, I didn't realize that he only had 4 things on the order, on his menu. and it was a proud thing to get your picture once you graduated from high school up on Mr. Foster and Mrs. Foster board. It was plastered with people who had graduated from Simeon High School. So anyway, to make a long story short, I found out later that Mr. and Mrs. Foster were the parents of Stella and her sister Foster. And she wanted to thank me because we put them through college on that corner store. Have a great weekend.
That was a great story. See, like, thank you very much, Jacqueline. You know, I would love Jacqueline. Don't know my. Oh, let me stop. I can't do the movie. We can't do it. But I'm just thinking, like, I do have fond corner store memories when I was a kid. Like, can I tell you the corner store is where I learned to count change?
And that's good. Yeah, you know.
Like, because my mama would be like, don't come back with the wrong change. Mm-hmm. And I would be like, 25, 10, 15, and then you make it add up to $1 and count it up. And don't mess up with the change. But they worked it out with me.
Yeah.
Right? They sat there and they wouldn't, like, I feel like they made sure I got needed pad. On the way to the store, even at 5, along the route, there were people who would see me on the way, and because I remember my cousins was from Indiana, and they came and they was like, we gotta walk to the corner store. And they was like, he 5, we ain't going to the store with him. And I was like, man, I know everybody on the way. And everybody on the way back, I couldn't go nowhere, no way, because everybody be like, there go Maison. There go little Maison. And I think that the corner store, quite frankly, serves a purpose. And even when I say, are they necessary? I do think they're somewhat necessary. Because if you think about people who don't have transportation, the corner store becomes a convenience store. My concern is that why does it be like, why do I have to be you expect that the crackhead, like, why do I have to, like, yo, cuz, dude really sit, like, I literally have had to go into stores and dudes stay behind the counter and you got to walk around dude them who inside, like, they looking at you, pay your money. You like, damn, you want some loud cuz? No, but damn, you just saw me take out 100.
You know I got that smoke right for you, bro.
Man, cuz, or don't buy no, because they feel
I got that cute on there.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Why? And I'm saying that they try to say we don't have nothing to do. I feel like they've formed a symbiotic relationship with the worst elements of our community. I mean, you think about it. They'll hand paint on a brick wall. Think about the corner stores. Think about think about the meat that they feature. Think about the fact that kids eat out of that corner store. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You think about Riis, you talked about the meat on chips.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, I agree. Like I said, I believe that, like you said, it's convenient, so it's good. But it's just sometimes the energy that it brings, you know. And my first corner store, my first 3 actually were black owned. You know, I was familiar with the first people was like family. You know, I can walk in there because you know, like knew them and get a juice. Like, hey, you know how you like a little baby? Oh, that's my little boy. You know, I get a little juice. Stuff it was like family. The second one was another black owned. It was cool. The third one was a great one. His name was like Larry. You know, he was wonderful, man. It wasn't no mess around his and everything. But as soon as each of them closed, somebody else came in and took it over, and they don't look nothing like how they looked back in the 90s. Nothing. You know, like you said, there's people selling stuff out there. They laundering right there. And then when somebody said earlier about the police, man, that crime, if the police go and arrest you for a laundering in Chicago, you will probably stand there overnight at most, go to court, and before he says your name, he's already dismissing the case. He's already dismissing the case. There's too much other stuff in there for them to arrest people over loitering. So if the storefront people don't call about it, then that's your stuff, you know?
And so let me ask a question. Do you think everybody's, like, I don't think you can go to any corner store, but do you think people in their neighborhood know they corner store and they can get in and get out without being sweated?
Yeah. Like you said, you could feel convenient. You know, like somebody tell me to like go to their store, and then I go to their store, like, oh, this is the hood, you know. But to them, hey, what's good, Mike? How you doing there, man?
Mikey, what up, Wally? What up?
You know what I'm saying? I be like, cuz it's like 6, but oh man, they was shooting up here yesterday, man. It's all good. Yeah, man, I see they was shooting up here. You know, it's so, cause that's their hood is the norm, and that's what the norm to us. You know, be just that.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're seeing, Riis, that apparently YouTube has decided that they are going to dominate Facebook from now on. Because even as Facebook is at 132, YouTube is at 164. It's going down around here. Hey, y'all, it is Friday, though, so you got to tell me something good. It is Tell Me Something Good Friday. We got any other calls on them corner stores? That's because can't nobody tell you where there's no damn good corner store.
That's what, hey, I was so waiting, like, cause I'm like, I promise you, I was going to drive to it today.
Ain't no good corner stores. Can I tell you where is a good corner store?
Where is it?
On 95th and Bell. Like, I think it's 95th Street. There is a corner store in Beverly that looks corner store-ish. It's the Beverly version.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got the machines, they got the blunts, they got everything. But even the white folks shop there, and they ain't got nobody outside. It look corner store-ish, though.
I'm going to have to go see it.
But I tell you what, you go in there, they got everything. It's nice and clean. I
have to go see it.
And the white people shop there. Now, the black people shop more. And I know the black people shop more because they got every color swisher you got.
That's what you know. That's what
you switch. If they got like silver, you like, this they know what time it is.
It's funny you said that because when I first moved to Forest Park, my gas station I go to like regularly, you know, because we don't have like corner stores there. So like the gas station I go to, when I first came there, it was like real scarce on blunts, you know. Now I go to that.
You got Taco Tuesday.
It's like a whole session, but it is one gas station that is kind of like, I guess, like the hood one. You know, like it's certain gas stations where they probably had the same gas in there since 07, but the inside of the stove is where they make all their money at. You're like, I never seen a gas truck put any gas.
Well, that's
in
why gas stations make money. The gas station makes the money not off of the gas. They make it off of what they sell inside, and they do it by the minute, right? They look at every sale as an average. If they can get you in to buy a candy bar, if they can get you in to buy even candy, they're just adding it up by the minute. It's a crazy little, and they do it by the space. But y'all, it is time for Tell Me Something Good Friday. Tell me something good. Wow, wow. Judy, Judy. That's not Big Booty Judy. Sorry, I'm just playing. Hey, Judy on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up?
Hi, how are you? Thank you. I didn't hear the delay. I'm having a good morning. How about you?
I'm great.
Okay, glad to hear it. Here's the good thing that's happening in my neighborhood on Friday. We have a corner store that was experiencing a whole lot of theft because the corporate store entity that owned it did not want to provide security. Well, what we did was, and I didn't do this by myself, all right, we started a petition, and a number of us sent that petition to the company in North Carolina, and guess what? Now the local police is working in conjunction with that store, and the theft has dropped significantly, all right, and the store is staying open longer. So I know while we don't tell people you can't do business in our neighborhood, if you want to do business in our neighborhood, you've got, particularly the people who work in that store, you've got to value them and keep them safe. So there's your good stuff in the neighborhood for today.
Hey, thank you very much, Judy. That's a great one. I think I think there's a difference, though, between the corporate-owned stores, because they have some level of corporate responsibility as compared to the Arab and Asian-owned stores who don't necessarily. They be like, what happened in, what was that movie we say? I feel sorry for your mama. What you say about my mom?
Menace to Society. Yeah.
That's how I feel like when you go into those stores, they think about you. You have to distinguish yourself.
Right. I do hate that when I feel like when you go in the store and you being watched, like.
Well, I hate going to the store and
I can pick one of everything up here and buy it. You know what I'm saying? And still be good. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, don't. You know what I'm saying? Look at me like that. I hate that. I hate it.
Hey, man, but you forced to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's like you forced to deal with it. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Could y'all tell me something good? Judy just did. Riis, tell me something good, dog. What you got, man? You working this weekend?
Oh,
How many payrolls, man?
Always working. 2 right now, maybe 3. I gotta see. I ain't committed to the third one yet. But 2 right now. I'm actually working at the little fest, but I still want my lavalier thing. So
the Eagle Fest, so you just be stunting on Lil Ron.
After I'm over, I want to
walk around and be like, because then you gonna be like a fake celebrity, not fake celebrity. You gonna be a celebrity. They gonna be like, hey, I seen you on the right.
Yeah. Well, yep.
Y'all make sure y'all go check out Riis the Ruler at the Inglewood Music Fest, because he will be working you'll see him in his orange.
You'll see him in my orange. But my Tell Me Something Good is my cousin actually came on here. But my cousins, man, you know how family separate. You know how you really don't see cousins and get to hang out with cousins. Well, we actually as cousins, our first cousins mainly. Papa was granddaddy was a Rolling Stone, so he had kids everywhere. But we all getting together this Saturday, and we are going to hang out because some of us have not even met some of us, and some of us has not seen each other in 20 years. So that's my Tell Me Something Good. So shout out to my cousin Kevin, Michelle, Tati, Pierre, all y'all, man. I see y'all, and hopefully, man, we can survive it.
Oh, y'all gonna survive it. Y'all gonna thrive.
My family look crazy. Right?
Hey, man, but once you know it, then you live it. You know
Mom, I'm so sorry. Listen to me. I'm finna get cussed out. My mom. Happy birthday. As Yolanda Wilson say, everybody to Mama Ruler. She turned 25. Mama, you turned 25? Nah, but she is enjoying herself right now. I ain't gonna tell you, but she in
she
Arizona.
Only did. Oh, she in Arizona.
Yeah, she in Arizona.
I thought you was sending them to. I thought y'all was going to.
She's an Arizona fiend. Like
what part of Arizona? She in Scottsdale.
She's somewhere like on the outskirts of Phoenix.
Yeah, she in Scottsdale somewhere.
Yeah, so
all right, Mama Ruler.
She love it.
Wait,
so yeah.
Mama Ruler up at 4:00 in the morning, 5. Cause if you up this early, Mama Ruler in Arizona, you got at least 2 hours So it's 6:56.
Yeah, she been on here since like an hour or two ago. So she been on here for like at least the whole show. Yeah.
Oh, so she got
happy birthday, Ma.
Happy birthday, Mama Riis the Ruler. Tell me something good, Ruthie. Be safe. Have a good time. I got something good. Tonight, I am going to be out in Rosemont at the West Central Association gala, right? So I'm going to be out there tonight hobnobbing with some of the mayors and managers that we may have talked about, so that ought to be real interesting. Then, don't forget Sunday, we got the open run playing back. So if you want to hit me on the we'll get you out. Don't forget, I'm going to kick it with my man Chris Anderson tomorrow. Because he got college football and cigars. I'm just telling y'all now, though, I'm bringing my own kind of cigars. Hand rolled. By me personally. Or my cousin personally, excuse me. They're going to be... Hey, when you get invited to a cigar party, can you bring your own cigars?
Well, since we all there, I tell you in the gate, listen to me. Do not invite me if I can't smoke. I smoke at birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, my funeral, your funeral. Like, do not invite me if I can't smoke there.
That's funny. And then finally, the Bears game on Sunday. So, Riis, I enjoyed watching the Bears game last week, so we're gonna do it again, right? If you are interested in watching the Bears game in a nice, clean, safe environment, you know what I'm saying? You might see some of your favorite What's in it for the Black People entertainment personalities. Hit me on the inbox, because we're going to be kicking it for the Bears game. Everybody. Now, if you're part of the Den, and probably especially if you're part of YouTube, because YouTube beating Facebook right now. Y'all hit me on the Maze at WIIFTBP Media, and let me know if you want to come through. Riis, I sent you an invite, I think.
Hey, that's who really come, though. YouTube people really be coming to the events.
Really?
I think we saw more YouTube people at the last one. What you think?
I don't know, but I think I'm ready to do a live broadcast. I think I could do a live broadcast at the TP.
Early in the morning?
Yeah.
I
think we got a better. I think we could hurt the game. Bueller, don't nobody care if you always. Bueller always be bragging. Bueller be like, "Oh, I built the Kanye house."
Who was that person that came that was sitting right behind me, but they was here for the Rams? Listen, if you are not here for the Bears, please show up late.
Oh no, you know what? Well, Bears just win, so we could talk smack.
Okay,
that's what.
That'll work.
I be wanting them to talk smack, so we could be, because I jump on the table on you in a minute. Like, I will make you work. You coming where? Dr. Audrey, you coming to the game? Dr. Audrey. Dr. Audrey gonna be in the house. Y'all got Bears gear? We're gonna check it all out. Anyway, y'all hit me up on the inbox if you're interested. I'll send you the invite. Sunday football. Plus, next week, Riis got a job because he got to get the kickoff kickback. We gonna be 1 quarter through the season. So, Riis, we gotta get that done. All right, y'all. Can y'all tune in on Monday? I got a big surprise on Monday. I'm telling y'all now, you don't be mad. If you don't tune in on Monday, you're going to be mad. You're going to miss it. So Monday, definitely be here. Ruthie won't be here. Probably Todd won't be here. So maybe we should ask Toy. I said Toy. Toy, if she won't come.
I'm going to see if my co-host will come. I'm going to see if my co-host
I don't know. I might not be able. Look, you got to tell her, though. We don't be doing all that crazy stuff in the morning.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she hang?
Oh, yeah.
You think Toy can hang?
We good.
All right, we're going to talk about it all. We know what, I can't. Maybe we have a week Wednesday on a Monday. Because then we had a whole squad, right?
Can I do my intro? No, I can do my intro.
You, as long as it ain't from Nest. All right, y'all. See, there you go. That's okay. Electricity cut off. Thugs be all together. Then I'm the type that'll turn off the electricity.
You call me like, you thought the Nest lane speak the Nest. I hate somebody call I say they not need you no more. Then soon hey, you talk to them recently?
Hell yeah. They be doing it. They be trying. Then they be like, wondering. They be like, where did that brick come from out of the sky? It be like, because, I'll be watching. I just don't say nothing. Then when I feel it. Oh, Salim told us to make sure you watch the Muhammad Ali documentary. I started watching Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X on Netflix this weekend. But on Sunday night, WTTW, Kim Burns did a 4-part documentary on the life of Muhammad Ali, and it covers all the facets of it. And I believe Salim Muwakil is part of it. So y'all check it out. Oh, don't forget also, Darlena Williams-Burnett. She has her book signing today. Riis, play the promo before we go. So everybody, because I don't got all the details. So play the promo and then we'll close it out after we play the promo. Because y'all remember Darlena, she was here last Friday giving us all types of tips on parenting, remember? And she, I told you, man, she did a good job, man. Let's go. You got it? Let's play it. It is the book signing for Living History.
This is Darlena Burnett, the author of best-selling book, Living History, inviting you to join me Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, located 326 North Racine, for a book signing and discussion with author, me, Darlena Burnett. Remember, Friday, September the 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Freight to Plate, 326 North Racine. Hope to see you there.
Hey, y'all. You see DJ Riis the Ruler trying to cut him a little spot or something? Hey, y'all, I got a feeling that WIIFTBP Media, DJ Riis the Ruler, every time I talk to somebody like, Riis already told me. I'd be like, Dad, you can't tell Riis nothing. I be moving slow. Riis be like, Riis already told me, general manager, I'm going to get fired if I ain't got 500 views next week. I stopped by the office yesterday. I said, what's up, Two-Fact? They was like, man, Riis already told me we getting fired if we ain't got 500 views.
I just encourage people to take pride in your craft, man. Just, hey, man, you coming in here to do a job, man. We got the lights on, just as much work as we put back here behind the board, and just, put 2-3 times much in your show, That's it.
Hey, y'all. Good. I don't got to be the bad guy. Because it'd be like, welcome to the bad guy. Jesus Christ. I can be the bad guy for wanting you to be the best.
Well, I do usually start out well, this ain't coming from me.
But you know what? That's a good thing. It's easy to throw. Let me be the bad guy from a distance. But all we want y'all to do is to be the best you can be. Hey, y'all, and I don't mean no harm. Well, maybe sometimes. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. Oh, hey, Riis, did I tell you I'm about to put in an order for your swag packs this week?
Let's get them.
We gonna have the swag. Look, we gonna sell the swag. You gotta have I'm gonna see how many swag packs you can sell in a week.
Oh man, I'm about to go get me a shirt, man, everything for Sunday.
All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Ruthie is on vacay for a week. Todd, we don't even know if Todd's. Plus, it's the business in the front, party in the back. DJ Riis the Ruler, the man who brought the shag back. I am the Maze Jackson asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media's the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You out here wild with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776. We wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism. Terrorism.